not being good. I'm tired. I want to go to the dealership and buy the best car. I want to move to the nicest neighborhood. I want to fly first class. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Australia. I made a decision. Enough is enough. It's showtime. Will the real Eric Thomas please stand up? Some of you in the room right now, you are where you are. You're giving 60% when you have 120 in you. Why? Because you never made it. Your problem is give up the goal. You're talented. You just don't want to give up sleep. Listen to me. Pound for pound. Any agent in the room. Pound for pound. Motivational speaker. Pound for pound. Entrepreneur. Pound for pound. Athlete. Pound for pound. Weightlifter. Pound for pound. Whatever you do, I guarantee you, when you do it, nobody can do it like you do it. The problem is you don't hardly do it. You love sleep too much. You love that alcohol too much. You love that substance too much. You love that vice too much. There's something that you love more than yourself, than your dreams, than your goals. Watch what happens when you have a goal that only has 2 reasons. See how long that lasts. Watch a goal that has 50 reasons and see how you... Somebody called me the other day on the interview, stupid question. E.T., what do you feel like on the days that you don't feel like... Ask the question again. What do you do on the days that you don't feel like? So I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm way past that. Every day I feel like. Every day I feel like eating. Every day I feel like giving my wife the best life. Every day I feel like driving in a nice car. Every day I feel like flying first class. Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 100%. Every single day. Somebody said yesterday, E.T., you gave 120. What you gonna do tomorrow? I said, I don't know. Give 140. I don't know. But I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting. No more. I want to 85 decline. I want you at 85 decline. If you're at 80, I want you at 90, and I'm moving rapidly. Not rocket science. The universe is not responding correctly because your body level sucks. Your spirit sucks. I need you to give me that 120. I need you to give me that everything you do. I need you to start giving me that 120 and everything you do. Bring it all together. Bring all the energy, all the passion. Bring it all together and dominate. I got an opportunity to make the dream become a reality. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. You have to give it everything you got. No more TV, no more parties, no more plans. If you have a 4.0, what you need to be doing is studying. Get off the phone. Sorry, I'm not available until the end of this year. No, for real. You reached the right number, but you called me at the wrong time. Call me back January 1st. I'm about to get busy now. Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Finkel Avenue like you ain't got nothing and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. I gotta commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it. I gotta eat it. I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want. When I went to college, guys were way smarter than me. 4.0s, 3.0s, they went to the Ivy League high schools, came to Oakwood from these great high schools. Most of them are not doing what I'm doing. Why? Because it's not about where you come from. It's about heart. You come to a place where, being smart ain't enough. You gotta have heart. Don't fall asleep until you succeed.
There are a lot of people that are sitting around waiting for something to happen. Now, what you gonna do about it? We're getting out of college and we have the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, We'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I said, you want to teach in the riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing what you like doing. In order to go on living, that is to go on doing things you don't like doing.
Shit.
Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, if you do really like what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is, you can eventually you could eventually become a master of it. The only way to become a master of something is to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So but don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. Anything you can be interested in, you'll find others for. But it's absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like in order to go on spending things you don't like, doing things you don't like.
Wake up from your dream and make your dream a reality. Wake up. Wake up and understand the significance of the purpose that you have within yourself. Understand that if it's something that you are truly ultimately seeking in your life, then you got to go after it. There are a lot of people that are sitting around waiting for something to happen. Now, what you going to do about it? How are you going to go about doing the things that are necessary to get you where you need to be in your life? Everybody has a dream. But how much are you applying to that dream? How far are you pushing that dream? When are you going to realize that the dream is not going to work by itself? You got to have the ability to rise up and push yourself and believe in yourself and make that dream a reality. What's your why? If I don't give y'all nothing else, you better start that. What's your why? You know why I do what I do and I do it so passionately? Because my grandfather was a high school dropout. My father was a high school dropout. I was a high school dropout. And we about to break the cycle. I do what I do so my son won't have to go through what I went through. When I was at the football game, my old dude went with me. I saw other kids when they fought. I said, that'll never happen to me. I do what I do because my daughter says she's going to Harvard. It ain't even about y'all. I'm about to come here and blaze y'all. Why? Because I'm trying to get you all the NFL. I ain't about to miss this opportunity. This is the first NFL team I've ever done in my life, and I'm about to lick it. I'm about to give everything I got. And I will know if I don't get another gig, it won't have anything to do with the fact that I didn't put everything on the field. What's your why? Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you put on that jersey? Why do you go out and practice? Why? I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it. I gotta eat it. I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want.
Wow. Wow. That's Eric Thomas, folks, better known as E.T. I have never met E.T. Rhonda, you there? I can't hear you. Can't hear you back.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Just want to make sure you're there. And we're going to do workshop number 1 here. I've never met Eric Thomas, better known as E.T., but I feel like I know Eric Thomas because he's in my life, because he's part of my daily motivational library, as I call it. You know, I believe that you've got to feed your mind every day, and what you tell yourself at the beginning of your day is so important. That's going to determine what happens at the during your day and at the end of your day, when you're going through stuff, you got to understand that the power of the mind is unbelievable. That's why you got to have a library. Here's 3 books I'm going to recommend to you guys. These guys, I want you to first write this down. It's better to be hated. Write this down. It's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. It's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. Write that down. It's so important. So first of all, we got to figure out who you are. You got to know who you are. You got to understand the most powerful conversation is the conversation you have with yourself every day, every night. That's the most powerful conversation that you're ever going to have in your life. What are you telling yourself in the morning? Who are you? You got to read. You got to be willing to do some things that the average person won't do. Do you know that 97% of the population, 96% of the population never read a complete book? And we wonder why we're in the state that we are. You expect greatness. You've got to understand that reading is important. I didn't like to read when I was younger, but thank God I fell in love with sports. So every morning, and we have paper routes. So I had the newspaper. We have evening and morning paper routes. The Jordan boys did because we had to help out with the family finances. So I would read the sports pages. When I was like 12, 13, I started reading sports pages. Before I knew it, I liked to read. I started reading stories about all my idols, people I looked up to, like Walter Payton, like Dr. J, like Kareem Abdul. I started reading stories about their lives and inspired me. And I started reading. And then I found that I really liked reading. And then I found out how much it helped me to develop who I was and read positive stuff. Okay.
Walter,
yes.
Can you stop for just 1 second? Stu, Braylon, and ADM, they're asking you to repeat something. They may need to come off mute. I'm not sure what they're asking to be repeated.
Yeah. Coach, can you please repeat that quote? It's better to be hated than, and that's where I got lost.
Great. It's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. It's better to be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you are not. In other words, being fake and phony to appease some people or to be in a group, a negative group. You always want to be part of a group or a team. There's gangs out here that's our team, but that's not the group we need to be in. So you're faking yourself and you're hurting yourself trying to pretend like you're cool or you're one of them when you're not. That's not who you are. That's not who God intended you to be. So you have to have courage to understand. It's okay if you hate me. Remember we talked about haters? What's the 3 things? They're irrelevant. They have 0 power. They can't stop you from doing anything. So you have to separate yourself early on. You got to be tough. You got to have courage. You heard Marquise says that he don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of associates, but I don't have a lot of true friends, but I've got some great friends, but I decipher the 2. Just because you're my social media contact, my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, that don't make you my friend. You don't know me. And over half of them don't care to know you. So let's make sure we understand who we are not, okay? So we're gonna do some exercises to make sure you guys understand. So everybody need to participate. This is gonna be a powerful exercise. I want you guys to get that. The power of affirmation. Affirmation is what? It's words of power. These are words every morning when I get up. Before I get out of bed, I say, I am strong. I am kind. I am powerful. I'm a warrior. I'm a champion. I'm a beast. I say 2 or 3 of those things before I get out of bed. The third one I always end up with is I'm a child of the Most High God, and I can do anything and all things. So every morning before I get out of bed, that's what I repeat to myself. Before my feet hit the ground, I tell myself that. Because I know Satan has a game plan for my life. The devil has a game plan for my life. But I also know God does too. And I want to start my day off with the right thing. So when people are hating on you or doing whatever they're doing, you don't focus on that. You focus on the goodness of God. So we're going to do an exercise, the power affirmation, the power of what you say to yourself. Okay, to affirm, to state a fact, to assert strongly, to declare support for yourself, to defend, to offer emotional support for who you are. Those are the things you need to do yourself every day. Satan's out here trying to interfere with God's game plan because he knows God's game plan he has for your life. He knows the same game plan that God has. He's trying to destroy it. So it's important that you tell yourself the right things. Important you put the right things. You know, if you're shy, tell yourself, I'm a leader. I'm strong. I have courage. Tell yourself whatever you need to get you going, to get you out of that rut. You know, that's who I'm not a gang member. I'm not a follower. Whatever that is, you need to tell yourself that over and over and over and over again. Tell yourself what you are and tell yourself what you are not. Okay. Now, there's so many things, you know, you need to say, I'm empowered, you know, I'm fierce, I'm worthy, you know, I'm persistent, I can do this, you know, I'm valuable. Things like that, you got to tell yourself. So here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to write this down, repeat 10 times, okay, to yourself. 10 times, I want you to repeat your first name. Mine is Walter. So I would say Walter 10 times. Say it to myself and thinking why I'm saying it. Every time I say Walter, I'm going to raise my voice a notch. I'm going to get more bold with it. Walter, 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 Walter. I'm going to do that 10 times, right? So using your first initial, my first initial is W. So I'm going to write down the first 3 words that pops into my mind when I hear my first name. I'll have to start with W. Whatever your first initial is, that's what you have to do. The first 3 words that pop into your mind, each time you say it, in the 10th time, you should have 3 words to start with your first word that's best in your mind, pops in your mind. Then you're going to write down, why do you think those words appeared in your mind? Why do you think they appeared in your mind? Write that down. Why? And then you're going to ask yourself, do these words describe who you are today? Not who you're going to be, who you are today. Okay? So we're going to take 5 minutes to do this, and then I want to hear from you guys. We're going to talk about, have you guys tell me what you wrote down, give me, and I'll go ahead and share mine. I first did this exercise and it blew me away. The first word that came to my mind was warm, simply warm. And I said to myself, why did that come to my mind? Because I'm a warm person. I'm a loving person. I care about other people. I'm approachable. So I was like, wow, that really worked. The second word that came to my mind was warrior, warrior. I'm a warrior. I don't care what nobody say about me, what they think about me. I'm a fight. I'm a fight. I'm going to keep going. I'm thick-skinned. I'm a warrior. I'm going to stand by my principles and my standards. You can't tell me nothing negative about any one of my friends who I love and respect. In fact, if you got something you want to say negative about my friends, I'm going to cut you off right there. I'm not participating in that. And 9 times out of 10, those cowards will say, oh man, I'm bad. I didn't mean that, because they're cowards. But there's some standards you have to live by. And I'm a warrior. So don't come trying to assault my religion or my family or my friends. Definitely not my kids or my wife. You got issues. Okay. So the second one was warrior. The third one, it came to me, it was like winner. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. God has blessed me to win in almost everything I've done. 17 different teams in my career. I had 1 losing seasons, has won in coach championships, had won in coach leaders and champions. I've been around and know Larry Birds and Magic Johnsons and know those guys and play against them and play against 8 of the top 50 players supposed to be in NBA history who I know, and they know me. So the 3 words that start with W blew me away. As I thought about it, I said, God, that's amazing. The first 3 words I thought about was, every time someone says my name, Walter, I feel empowered. Every time I read my name, I feel empowered. When I'm reading about Walter Payton and his first name is Walter, I'm like, wow, it gives you something. It gives you extra juice and strength and power. So when someone's talking about you and they mention your name, you got some juice. You got some power. Every time your mom and dad call your name, wow. That's what I want you guys to get when you walk into the room and you hear your name, you see your name, you just get excited. And let's not even talk about your last name. Just start talking about Walter Jordan. I'm whoa. Now you're talking about a whole different animal because you're talking about the greatness of your family. You talk about the history, the DNA of your family. And so that's so empowering, so important that we understand who we are. And this is going to help you. So every morning we're going to start having daily affirmations, and you can change them up every morning. It's your mind, it's your spirit. But today we're working on the power of just your first name, the first 3 initials that you get. So anybody have any question? Because it only matters what you think. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you guys thought about my 3 W's. The only thing that matters is what I thought about them. That's the only thing that matters. The same thing with you guys. It don't matter what I think. Only matters what you think. And the good thing about it, you can change up based on what Satan's trying to get into your head and get into your life. You can change up those affirmations every day. That's your choice. But you got to do it with spirit. You got to do it with compassion. You got to mean it. You got to feel it. And so every time I hear my name and someone calls my name, I feel empowered. I have my chest stuck out. I get my swag on. You know, when announcers call, with Walter Jordan's in a ball game, or the announcers are talking about me, or you're starting lineup and starting at 4, number 34, Walter Jordan. Man, I'm running out there giving high five. I got swag. I'm ready to hoop. Let's go, baby. Let's go. He called my name. Say your name. Say my name. Say my name. And so I get excited, but those things, guys, and I'm telling you, they matter. They matter. A lot of you guys want to be in the starting lineup. Well, you already in the starting lineup. I'm not talking about basketball. You already in the starting lineup. Now you got to go perform. Now you got to understand that it's my time. It's who I am. So with that said, we're gonna take 5 minutes for this exercise. Some of you guys probably already started. Write down your first name. I want you to write down your first name 10 times. Then write down the 3 words that pop into your mind after you do it. Then we'll come back, okay? I'm gonna leave this up. So I'm gonna time it for 5 minutes. And leaders, I expect you guys to step up and tell me what you got, all right? As of now, the clock is running. 5 minutes, guys. 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, guys, 30 seconds. Rob, you can take down the slide.
Did you say take it down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What I need to do is see everybody. Okay. Awesome. All right, gang, when you guys get ready to do your presentation, here's what I want you guys to do. State your first name like you mean it. Say, I expect greatness. Tell me your 3 words that you have that is your affirmation for now. And like I said, it's subject to change that the first 3 words that you came up with, starting with your first initial. So anybody can start. Let's see my leaders are. I got a pen here, write down my leaders. And who wants to share and be a leader? That's what we do. Takes courage, no judgment zone, and no right or wrong. All right. I want you guys to say it like you mean it. Have some swag about yourself. So anybody can start. Let's go. Let's go.
My name is Noah Kirby, and I expect greatness. And I put N as my initial, and I pick nice, noble, and needed.
Okay, start again. Go again. That's you're first, so go ahead.
My name is Noah Kirby. I expect greatness, and I put nice, noble, and needed.
Okay. Why do you think those words came to your mind?
Because I'm important in a lot of people's lives.
When everybody's life, you're a nice person.
Yes, sir.
You're a nice person. Awesome. I like it. Great job. So repeat those 3 for me again. I'm writing them down.
Nice, noble, and needed.
All right. You expect greatness?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Let's step up and be first. Who's next?
My name is Caleb Hudson. I expect greatness. My 3 words were kind, knowledgeable, and it's a weird one, but I came up with kinetic. And I ended up looking up the word to get a better understanding. And it means resulting from movement, or, just movement in general. And to kind of piece it together, I guess, I'm always moving forward. I'd say I'm a very kind person, cordial to everyone, and knowledgeable. I would say I thought of that word because I feel like not only do I know a lot, but every day I'm learning more and more. And yeah.
Like all 3. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. The first, Caleb, I know you're a leader, so I want you to say those 3 words, and I want you to say I am to those 3 words first. Okay, say it with passion.
I am kind, I'm knowledgeable, and I'm kinetic.
Proud of you. Great job, man. Great job. We got to talk about that college deal too. Where you looking at? All right. All right.
Hi, my name is Tristan, and I chose my 3 words were trust, truthful, and teachable.
Why you think those 3 words came to mind first?
Trust is because you can always trust me, like even in bad times or even if something's bad happening. Truthful, I'll always be truthful with you. And teachable, I'll be teachable with my coaches and teachers.
That's awesome, Tristan. And I agree with all 3 of those. I know you, so I agree with all 3 of those. Now, here's what I want you to say is I am in front of those 3 words. Say it with passion.
I am trust, truthful, and teachable.
I'm trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Oh, say it with passion now.
I am trust, truthful, and teachable.
You are. Appreciate that. Thank you.
My name is Isaiah Kirby, and I expect greatness.
Can't hear you. A little louder, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Isaiah Kirby, and I expect greatness. And I am intelligent. I am important, and I am indestructible.
Amen. Say it again.
I am intelligent. I am important, and I am indestructible.
Great job. Great job, nephew. Know what you got.
Hi, my name is Aiden. I expect greatness, and I am affectionate, actionable, and athletic.
All right, say it again. Say what I am before all of them. Say it like you mean it, young man.
I am affectionate, I am actionable, and I am athletic.
Yes, you are. Great job. So that's your affirmation for the day. Keep saying that throughout the day. Everybody keep saying what your 3 words are. Say it throughout the day. Tomorrow I'll switch it up. Because tomorrow when you wake up, you're gonna add the 4th one. The 4th one is gonna be make up 3, and then you're gonna add, and I'm a child of the Most High God, and I can do all things. Everybody hear that? Can everybody hear that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody repeat.
Yes, sir.
Everybody,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
everybody repeat after me. You're gonna add that to every affirmation. Every morning you wake up, that's gonna be the last thing you say. You know, everybody repeat after me. I am
I am.
a child of the Most High God,
Child of
Most High God.
and I can do anything.
And I can do
Anything.
So that's gonna be something we say. I mean, I say that every day, guys, in my life, and it starts the day off and make sure you understand that who you are, and you're not alone. God is right there with you, no matter what. Good stuff so far. Who's next? Got some leaders stepping up. I'm excited. Who's next?
Go ahead, Braylon.
Braylon? We're waiting on Braylon, so someone else go.
Okay. I'm here. Sorry. All right. So I'm Braylon. I'm talented, great, and I'm somebody.
Hey, Braylon, you have your camera on or no?
No, I don't.
Camera on, bud. All right, go ahead. Braylon, go ahead.
Okay. I am talented, great, and I'm somebody.
Okay, now repeat that backward. I am talented. What else? What did you say?
I'm talented, great, and I'm somebody.
Sure, your first name. Your first is a B, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, you gotta have 3 words that starts with the B.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and redo that because we'll come back to you, okay? Yes, sir.
Hello, my name is True. I expect greatness. I'm trustworthy, truthful, and I take charge.
All right. Your name again?
Truman? Yes.
Okay, Truman. All right. I want you to say it again and say it with some passion, because I know you're a leader. So I read your bio, so go ahead.
My name is Truman. I expect greatness, and I am trustworthy. I take charge.
Awesome. Great job, Truman. Glad you're on today. Good job. Good job. Who else? Who's next?
Hi, I'm Harry, and I expect greatness. And I am happy, I am honest, and I am hardworking.
Repeat that. You said like you meant that. I like it.
I am happy, I am honest, and I am hardworking.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Great job, buddy. Great job. I can see you. You really believe that, and that's who you are, Harry. So it's a great start to your affirmations every day. Okay.
Thank you.
Great job. Who's next?
Hello,
My name is. You can go. My bad.
Hello, my name is Kenyon. I expect greatness, and I am kind, knowledgeable, and kingly.
Repeat that again. So make sure you got I am before all of them. Say it with passion this time, okay? I know you're a leader.
I am kind, knowledgeable, and I am knightly. I am kind, I am knowledgeable, and I am knightly.
Okay, we'll make sure we're talking about you. Now, do that describe who you are? You believe that?
Yes.
Awesome. Great start. Who's next?
My name is Khalil. I am kind, knowledgeable, and king.
Repeat that again.
My name is Khalil. I am kind, knowledgeable, and king.
That again. I am before he's ready. Say it with passion.
Yes, sir. My name is Khalil. I am kind, I am knowledgeable, and I am a king.
Awesome. Yes, you are. Thank God.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Who's next?
Okay, all right. I'm Braylon. I'm bold. I'm brave, and I'm black.
Say it again.
I'm Braylon. I'm brave. I'm bold, and I'm black.
Your camera on. I need your camera on, baby. Braylon.
Okay.
I need to see faces. Camera on, bud.
All right.
Leave your camera on, okay, Braylon? Go ahead, do it again.
I'm brave. I'm bold, and I'm black.
Awesome. That's really good. I like the bold piece. I mean, we all have to be bold, and strong, and that takes courage to be bold. So, does that describe you, Braden?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Are you bold, or are you working on being bold?
I'm bold, and I'm bold all the time. So.
Awesome. That's a good trait to have. Great job. Great job. All right. Who else we have?
My name is Tylen. I am a team player. I am trustworthy, and I am thankful.
Wow. Very, 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 very well. Do it again. Say it with more passion.
I am Tylen. I am a team player. I am trustworthy. I am thankful.
Good. Yes, you are. Great job. Appreciate that. Good job.
My name
Go
is
ahead.
Sebastian.
Go ahead, Jay.
I am Jaden. I am joy. I'm jolly, and I am joking.
Do it again. With some passion. Okay.
I am Jaden. I am joy, jolly, and joking.
You gotta say I am before you say any of them. Let's go.
I am Jaden. I am joy. I am jolly. I am joking.
Good stuff. Is that who you are?
Huh?
Is that who you are? Describe who you are
Yes, sir.
every day?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good job. Good job, guys. Who we got next, guys?
I'm James, and I am jaunty, I am jocular, and I am jolly.
Wow. And you have come so far, young man, since I've got a chance to work with you over the last few months. I'm so proud of your development. Leadership, I just see you growing every day. So I need you to step up even more today. And say it
sir.
with pride and joy. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm James, I'm jaunty, I am jocular, and I am jolly.
So proud of you. Keep going, okay? Every day your affirmation. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, who's next?
Joey Harmon. Oh, go ahead.
I'm Jaden. I'm joyful. I'm joking, and I'm jolting.
Okay, repeat that again. I want you to move the camera now. I see a hat. I see the eagle side. I don't see a face. You got that handsome face, man. Let me see that smile. Yeah, I see that. I like the eagles too, but I want to see your face. Okay. So now I want you to repeat it again and say it with some passion, okay?
Okay. I am
Go
joyful.
ahead, bud.
I am joyful. I am joking, and I am jolting.
That who you are?
Yes.
That describe you today?
Yes.
Despite your obstacles and challenges that you've been through, like all of us been through, you still have joy in your heart?
Yes, sir.
You have joy in your heart?
Yes, sir.
Still believe in yourself?
Yes, sir.
Still believe in yourself? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I believe in myself.
Good. You're a king. You know that, don't you? Treat yourself like you're a king. Yes, sir. Good job. Who's next?
My name is Bryce. I'm brilliant, brave, and I'm a leader.
Okay, you gotta start with a B. What's your first name? Bryce. What's
Bryce.
your letter?
Can you hear me?
I hear 3 B's. I wanna hear
Walter, there's something going on with your microphone. I'm not sure what is, you got a lot of static on your end.
Hold on 1 second. I might have the fan already. That better?
Yeah.
That better? I had the fan on a little bit. Okay, go ahead, Bryce.
My name is Bryce. I'm brilliant, I'm brave, and I'm a leader.
Okay, the third one has to be a B, okay?
Oh,
You said you're a leader. So I am brilliant. I'm brave. I am brave, and I am. The third one has to be a B. All right, we'll come back to you. I'll give you another minute, okay? All right. Who else we got?
My name is Raphael. I am reliable, I'm remarkable, and I'm real.
Turn your mic, your volume down a little bit. I think it's too high on your phone.
One of them is the Ariel's apartment.
Okay. So, all right, you want to mute your phone?
Is it better?
All right, mute your line, babe. Go ahead, Raphael.
Is it better?
You're a lot better. Go ahead, bud.
All right, my name is Raphael.
Hold on. I can't see your face. You bring the camera down. All right, there you go. That's what I need to see. Man, you're handsome. Let me see these handsome faces. All right, bro, go ahead.
My name is Raphael. I'm reliable, remarkable, and I'm real.
I love all 3 of those. You said that with some power, man. You said that with some flair, some swag. You believe that? Do you believe that?
Yes, sir.
Say it again. I like that one. Say it again.
I am reliable, I'm remarkable, and I'm real.
Awesome. That's a great affirmation. You need to tell yourself that every morning. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Great job. Who we got next, guys?
Oh, you can go.
All right, thanks. Joey Harmon. I expect greatness. I am jolly. I'm a jokester, and I'm justifiable.
You're justifiable?
Yes, sir.
Explain that one. I like that one. Explain that one. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, explain that. What made you think about that word when you were doing the exercise?
I mean, I'm kind of justified in what I do. People are like, they agree with what I'm doing. That's kind of it.
So you're a leader, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. You're a leader. That's good stuff, but really good stuff. Joey, good stuff. But you in Peoria, Illinois, is that correct?
No, I do not live in Peoria. I live in Toulon, 45 minutes
Toulon.
away.
How far away?
45 minutes away from Peoria.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you joined us today. Looking forward to getting your information and following you as you go forward. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Who's next?
My name is Lucius. I am luxury. I am Lord, and I am life.
Okay, repeat that again. I missed the second one.
The second, I am Lord.
Okay. Now repeat all three together for me.
Okay. I am luxury. I am Lord. I am life.
Awesome. Great job. You believe that?
Yes, sir.
All three?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. You a leader?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Because that also starts with the male. So I want to make sure you are one of them.
Yeah.
All right. Great job. Who's next?
Thank
Who's next? We're going to do a couple more before we get to our speaker. So if you haven't been, you want to go, go.
I'm Ryder. I expect greatness. I am respectful. I'm reliable, and I'm resilient.
Yes, put your camera on, Ryder. I need you guys to have your camera on. I need to see
It won't
faces.
turn on for some reason.
I saw you earlier.
I was on a
Go ahead.
different. I was on a different.
Okay,
I was
go
on.
ahead, repeat. Well, go ahead, Ryder, and repeat. I know what you look like. You're handsome anyway. Go ahead, repeat what.
My name is Ryder. I expect greatness. I am respectful. I am reliable, and I am resilient.
Those three of those really describe you, Ryder. I've been blessed to work with you for the last couple of years, and all three of them describe you to a T. So make sure you're repeating yourself through that, no matter what you're going through, no matter what your struggles are, whether it's sports or coaches or friends. Make sure you repeat yourself, telling yourself those things every day to help you get through whatever you're going through. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you believe. Do you believe that stuff you just said?
Yes, sir. I do.
Well, you can overcome everything once you do that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, I'm proud of you. Who's next?
My name is Jay Sean, and I am joyful, joking, and jolly.
Awesome. What city are you in, bud?
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you believe that, what you said?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir.
Awesome. So you're gonna repeat that every morning, right?
Yeah.
All right, until you change up. I'll be checking on you guys, but make sure you understand that foundation you have to build your life on. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Get your number and get my number from your grandmother so you can stay in touch with me. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Who's next? All right, guys, that's awesome. You guys give yourselves a hand. That's phenomenal stuff. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Can you hear me? Make sure you guys give yourselves a hand. Good job. Good job, guys. Tremendously impressed with you guys, man. This is an awesome team, and you guys did a phenomenal job, guys. We only got about less than an hour left, so we're going to close out strong. So at this time, we have a guest speaker coming on. If my wife could put up this slide real quick. Okay. This young man, guys, he is amazing, 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 amazing. Very, very successful entire life. I've been blessed to watch, to have a VIP front row seat to his life because I'm his older brother. And I watched him grow, and I watched him go through challenges. I watched him fall down and get back up, and fall down and get back up, and fall down and get back up. I watched him have a unique vision and a passion. I watched him lead people. I watched him take the guy in his class or in his school that was talked about and beat up and didn't have anything, and didn't have a friend. Joe Jordan became his friend. He didn't care what anybody else say. He was going to make himself available to become that young man, that young lady whose people talked about it, you know, or looked down upon. Joe embraced him. He embraced him at an early age. I watched him think about this, guys, his leadership, his toughness. You know, he played all three sports in middle school. Think about this, 3 years in middle school, football, basketball, and track. He never lost a match or a game in 3 years. Undefeated because his leadership, they didn't have the most talented team, but they outworked everybody. Because of his leadership, he got guys believing that they could do things they couldn't necessarily do. I've seen them beat some teams with two 5-star 6'8", 6'9" players, and the tallest guy on their team was 6'2" and not talented. I saw him become a champion. I saw him go to college and become a unbelievable point guard and defender and leader, led the nation in assists and steals. I watched him get multiple degrees. I watched him get involved in become a community activist. I watched him become a CEO of several organizations where he helped the communities and people that were struggling, making ends meet. I watched him become involved with the youth and the Boys and Girls Club and take a Boys and Girls Club that nobody really paid attention to now is the headline youth organization in Indiana. I've seen him do it, to go out with his vision and basically put the plans together to build this $30-40 million building that people said couldn't happen. Joe Jordan went out and got it done. When you tell him he couldn't do anything, he did it. And he always asked those 3 Joe Jordan questions. I always tease him about. Joe Jordan got 3 questions he like to ask all the time. And anybody that knows it, and I call them the Joe Jordan questions. The first question he asked, "Hey man, how can I help? Hey man, you need anything?" The second question, you straight? That's Joe Jordan. All you have to do is be around him one time, he'll ask you that question. You need anything? You straight? How can I help? And that's how he lives his life. And that's why he's been so anointed to do what he do. That's why God keeps granting him favor after favor after favor. Got married this past year to a beautiful bride, his first grandchild. God's blessing him. But he's very, very busy, and he's taking time to join us today to share some powerful information. Whenever it hits his heart, he wants to share with you guys. So take good notes, give him the love and respect, and remember our standards. We're going to be coachable, we'll be respectful. We're going to take good notes because we're kings and we're leaders. We're not followers. We're part of the 3% club. We're not part of the 97% club. You're a 3%er. So with that said, please come off of mute and give my brother and this dynamic young man, Mr. Joe Jordan, your full attention and give him some love. Let's give him some love.
Wow. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Walter, thank you for that amazing introduction. I thought I was the wrong, when you start talking, I said, is that me? Get so emotional. There's nothing more gratifying to me is to have my siblings, the people that know you the most, edify you in the way in which Walter do, and the rest of my brothers and sisters. Young man, I got on early and I heard your confirmations and things that you said about yourself. And words matter. Don't ever think that words don't matter, because the world's going to tell you a little bit different words about who you are. And so you have to listen to yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And those words you were speaking as I got onto the Zoom call were powerful words. And you have to make sure that you do that every day. Read those words because words matter. Don't ever think words don't matter, because your subconscious mind don't know what's real and what's fake. It's all taking that information in. So you want to make sure you put positive information into your mind and your mindset. Again, I appreciate the opportunity to spend a few minutes with you all. I'm going to be talking about some concepts, some beliefs. Everybody wants to be great, but sometimes they don't have the information they need to become great. They don't really understand what greatness is. We admire people when they're on the top, but we have to see them and how they got to be on the top. So I just want to share a little bit about those concepts. Can I, Rhonda, can you share, allow me to share my screen?
Give me just 1 second, Joe. I just got to make sure I'm,
No problem.
okay, try it now.
Right now. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, great. So I was telling Walter that, I really hate doing Zoom because it doesn't give me a chance to really interact the way in which can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to get it to pop up. Hold on.
Do you want it to go full screen?
Yeah, do I have control?
You should. Yeah, it's click on that second one for us. I'm pretty sure you're controlling it though.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Hit slideshow, Brother Jordan. Hit slideshow.
Yeah.
I'm not able to do that. I'm not because yeah.
Let me try it.
I got it. I got it now. Yep, I got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So let's start off with this concept. First of all, tell me what you guys see. Take yourself off mute. This picture, describe this picture to me. What is this?
It's
an iceberg.
It's an iceberg. Very good. Tell me, what is an iceberg?
It's
like a structure of ice, basically.
Say it louder.
It's like a structure of ice.
That's right. Good job. It's truly a large piece of ice that was detached from a glacier, which is a larger piece of ice, and it's just floating at sea. But this iceberg's average size literally is 23,000 square feet. It weighs over 2 tons. It's a huge piece of ice. But when you look at it, what do you see? You only see 20%, 10 to 20% of the entire iceberg. So if you're looking at it from sea level, above sea level, you only see this piece of ice, which is massive, but what you don't see is what's under the water. So your perspective is only focused on what you see, which is that 10 to 20% of this massive structure. So sometimes what we do, we only see people and things that 10 to 20%. You see great athletes, all you see is that 10 to 20%. But I want you to start thinking about, what did it take to get to that person to get to that point where they become great? When you're looking at Kobe Bryant or LeBron James or Stephen Curry, ask yourself, how did they get there? What struggle they had to go through to get there? Don't stop by saying Curry can shoot the basketball or LeBron is the best basketball player in the world. I want you to go deeper. In my life, I've been working in this nonprofit social service area for 35 years. Literally, 30 years of that, nobody recognized me. Nobody recognized my impact. Over the last 5 to 7 years, people starting to recognize it. And then I have people who ask me, man, you get recognition all the time. No, if you look at the total picture, I've been doing this for 35 years. And I just started getting recognized 5 years ago. So you got to recognize it's not just what you see on the top of the water. You have to understand what's at the bottom of the water. Let's take a look at some successful people. See, everybody wants to be great, but are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to go through failure? Are you really willing to be disappointed? Do you have the grit in the dog to be persistent? Can you stand the haters, the naysayers, the people that's going to laugh at you and talk about you Are you going to be committed and dedicated to your cause? Are you going to have a purpose, a reason why you get up every morning to go out and work out? The reason why not to go to the party and stay home and study? Are you willing to work hard? Are you really, really, really willing to create good habits that's going to take you towards your goal? Success is not easy, gentlemen. Greatness people don't hand greatness to you. It's within you, because God created us all to be great. But the key is, are you willing to pay the price to be great? Are you willing to go to war to be great? The young man that spoke earlier, he said he has to be successful because he understands his reason why. My reason why? Because I want to live a life of significance. I don't want to just be successful. Success is what you do for yourself. Significance is what you do for others. I feel like I owe the world that because God has blessed me with an amazing family that poured into my life since day one. And I owe them that. My biggest fear is that I let them down, is that I let the kids down that God has blessed me to lead. That's why I get up in the morning to go to work and I have the right mindset because I understand my reason why. You have to find your reason why. You have to find two things. One, you have to find your reason why, and you have to find your purpose. Because when you operate within your purpose, God anointment becomes on your life. Things that you do becomes easy for you to do because you found your purpose. Your purpose is really about what are you good at? What would you do for free? What are you naturally good at? Some of you guys got gifts and talents that you know that you're gifted in. Focus on those talents and gifts that God has given us because everybody has them. God didn't create you to be normal. God created you to be great in everything that God has created will manifest if you allowed it to. Let's take a look at greatness. Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Now, I'm not even a New England fan. I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I have nothing but high regard, high respect for this man because I love his mentality. He says, want to know which ring is my favorite or the best? He said, the next one. He said, the next one. He's not sitting back and saying, I'm successful, I don't need to do anything else. He's focused on the next opportunity to be great. If anybody can rest on their laurels, it's Tom Brady. But he says, no, the next one. That's what he's focusing on. 40 years old, still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Goes from New England to Tampa Bay and takes them right to the Super Bowl and win. That is greatness. That's leadership. See, leaders, the concept of a leader, sometimes you think people got to be in front of the room and talking and motivating. Tom Brady, when he came to Tampa Bay, he made everybody believe that they can win. Just because he was present, they believe they can win. When you show up on your team, when you show up in your classroom, when you're in groups, doing group activities, do people believe that they can win because you showed up? Do you carry that type of persona for your peers when you show up? Do they believe they can win? How are you impacting the world when you show up in the room? If you're not impacting the world when you show up in the room, then something's wrong. Something's wrong, particularly if you're not doing it in a positive way and you call yourself a leader. I think you guys know who this guy is, right? I would say that he's the greatest basketball player in the world. You may have different opinions because you're much younger than I. You didn't see the greatness that I saw. You saw Kobe, you see LeBron, you see Steph. I saw this gentleman. I have high regard for this gentleman because no matter what expectation that people put on him, even me, I said, oh, he got 50 last week. He can't do no better than that. And he turns around and get 55. That's greatness, rising to the occasion. Rising to the occasion. Anybody can shoot free throws in practice and get 10 out of 10. But when the gym's packed, and you're in your opponent's court, and people are screaming at you, calling you names, and you're on the free throw line, can you hit 10 for 10 then? That's the question. We used to call them great practice players, outstanding practice players. But when they see those referees, something happened to them. They fade in the background. This man rose to the occasion every single time I watched him. And that's why I admire Michael Jordan. He says, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I lost almost 300 games. 26 times I was trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. But what do you remember? What do we remember? We remember the shots he hit. But guess what? If you ask Michael Jordan today, at 50-something years old, who should take the last shot, what do you think he's gonna say? What do you think he's gonna say? He's gonna say me. That's who he is. He's a winner. He believes in himself. He'll tell you right today that I'm gonna take the last shot. I don't care who's on the court. It can be Kobe, it could be anybody on the court. It can be anybody. He says, I'm gonna take the last shot. And he'll laugh at you for even asking him that question. Are you willing to rise to the level of expectations? Because much is given, much is expected. If you don't want this greatness, you don't want that pressure for greatness, don't ask for it. Because it's pressure. It's easier to get it than sustain it. Don't ask for something you ain't ready for. This guy is Larry Bird. Again, I know you guys are younger, you might have heard that name, but I watched these guys. And I watched this young man right here play in college. And I didn't know anything about him until he played against my brother Walter. And Walter did work on him, but he also did work on Purdue. And I was like, oh, I know his name now. And Larry, and I watched his career. But Larry was very limited athletically. He didn't jump high. He wasn't quick. But you know what he says? A winner is someone who recognizes his God-given talents, works his tail off to develop them into skills and use these skills to accomplish his goals. Other words, he worked his tail off to become Larry Bird. Yes, he had some God-given talent, but he certainly didn't have the athleticism that most of the guys that he was playing against. He made a mind up that I'm going to work my tail off to accomplish my goals. I admire Larry Bird because he maximized who he was. He maximized his talent. He didn't focus on what he couldn't do. He focused on what he had to do. And that's why he's a Hall of Famer, one of the best basketball players in the entire world. This is my man. This is Muhammad Ali. Again, I'm sure you've heard these names, but we witnessed Ali. We witnessed when Ali was fighting Frazier and it stopped the world. Everybody had to pay attention because this guy captured the world. And I love Muhammad Ali because he's so committed. He was so committed and convicted to doing the right things. He gave up his boxing career because he didn't believe in the Vietnam War and he wasn't going to be drafted. In its prime. And then when he came back, he still won championships. Ali, to me, is the greatest. Ali used to say that when he was 19 years old. He said, I am the greatest. He didn't say it to his mama. He didn't say it to his brothers. He said it to the world because he expected greatness. He expected to be great. And he didn't care who knew it. But he was also willing to pay the price to become great. Nobody talks about his work ethic. Nobody talks about the hours and hours of training and running and boxing that he had to put in to become great. He expected greatness. I believe in the power of self-expectation. I believe in the power of positive self-expectation. That's one of the things that changed my life. My brother Charles poured into me when I was younger. I wasn't always Joe Jordan, the exec, the community advocate, the servant. I was a badass kid when I was younger. I would fight. I was hard-headed. I was selfish. But when I started to understand that I wasn't getting anywhere like that, and when Charles Jordan said this to me, I never forget, I was in the 8th grade. He says, Joe, how was your meetings today? And I said, Charles, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What are you talking about? I ain't got no meetings. I went to school today. Who am I meeting? He says, well, you met with your brother Art when you got up for breakfast. You met your dad. You met your brother Doug. When you got dressed, you met your classmates at the bus stop. You met the bus driver. You met the guy you sitting by in the bus. When you went into school, you met your teachers. You met your friends at school. When you went to basketball practice, you met your teammates. And he went on and on. And I was like, oh, wow. He said, everything about meeting people is relevant. So every time you meet somebody, recognize you have an opportunity to leave a positive impression in their lives. So when you meet people, don't take it for happenstance. Make sure all your meetings are successful. And it took me a while to grab that concept and apply it and put it in my spirit and make it who I am. But when I grabbed it and when I put it into me and it became naturally me, my life changed. I found that I was getting favor from other people. I found people wanted to do things for me because they seen this guy with a spirit of gratitude and honor to other human beings. Changed my life. And I'm so appreciative of that. I still remember the moment he asked me the question. I was in the 8th grade, an angry, young Black man. But I believe every step we take is relevant. There's no happenstance. And when you got a chance to pour into people's lives, when you got a chance to leave a positive impression on someone, when you got a chance to help somebody by your words, even just a hello, praying for you, hope you're having a great day, hope you have a great day. I'm telling you, it comes back 3 to 4-fold. In your life will change. I'm living it right now. People are doing things for me that that blows my mind. Just because I have a spirit of gratitude, I have a spirit of honor of other human beings. I have a shared humanity mindset. If you don't get anything out of this today but that, that's enough for me. Take that one. It changed my life. Because I believe what you give out, you're going to get back in return. Because I was giving out angry young Black man, and I was getting back angry young Black man. But then I started giving out love, honor, respect, gratitude. Guess what? That's what I started getting back. Don't take anything else from me today. Take that one. Muhammad, you don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down. Greatness, baby, you're gonna get knocked the hell down all the time. It ain't gonna stop. Actually, the greater you get, the more people are gonna try to knock you down. But the question is, who you gonna believe? What you gonna focus on? Are you gonna focus on the haters? I'll tell you right now, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't nothing. You think you something, you ain't nothing if you ain't got no haters. I'm just gonna be clear about it. I don't wanna be negative, but it is just true. It's true. If people have a different mentality because they see and think you winning. Oh, he win all the time. Look at him, he driving this. He got a suit on. Oh, he got a nice girl. Oh, that's what it is. So you gotta be prepared for it. They don't see what's under that waterline. They just see what's on the top. They don't know how much work you did to get to where you are to enjoy some of the amenities of life. They don't know that. They just see what they see and they start hating. But you can't focus on that. You gotta focus and be purposely driven by your passion, your purpose. And if you don't have passion, you don't have purpose, and you don't know your reason why, you're gonna be knocked off your block every time somebody says something about you. You're gonna be knocked down every time somebody says something about, because they coming. And if they ain't coming, then you ain't doing nothing. This guy right here is my guy for real. Walter Jordan is an amazing human being. I don't even know if you guys are even understand how blessed you are that this man is pouring into your life, has chosen a life purpose to give back what God has given him. His life experiences is saying, I'm taking all those tests and I'm gonna make them testimonies to better somebody else. I've never seen a person, Walter, have talked to, have been in his life that didn't leave better. Amazing gifts. And I seen this brother, front row seat, because he was my idol. He's my idol. He was a hoopster. He was enthusiastic. People loved him. But he got knocked down and he got back up. He didn't focus on what was happening back there. He said, next play. And never lost his enthusiasm and zeal to pour into other people. See, I have a high regard for people who are hurting, but they ignore their own hurt to go help somebody else. Man, am I lucky to have Walter Jordan as my brother. Words are not adequate to even tell you how blessed I am to have this man as my older brother. I'm so grateful. In his book, Gratefully Broken, how fitting is that? And if you haven't read it, read it. Because that'll tell you that greatness doesn't come without a price. It doesn't come without the right mentality. If you're weak, greatness ain't for you. Let it go, do something else. Don't search for something you can't fulfill. But I believe it's all in you because God gave it to you. You just got to figure out what the hell to do with it and how to go get it. It's all on you. We can sit here and talk to tomorrow, but it's your decision. When temptation come at you, it's your decision. When a little girl come at you, with your boys come at you with a little weed, acting crazy in school, that's on you. Make a decision whether you're gonna do your homework or go talk on the phone or play PlayStation, that's on you. The only difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is the successful persons are willing to do the things they need to do to be successful. It's really that simple. You're talking to a guy in middle school, in elementary school, I was labeled that I was gonna be a statistic. That's what I used to hear. Oh, he ain't nothing, he gonna be a statistic. All them boys running around with nappy head, they ain't gonna do nothing. Those same people that used to say that, they are all in our face, trying to be our friend, trying to take credit for our success. The same people. So you gotta endure. You gotta endure the haters. You gotta endure all that stuff to get to where you are. And I don't believe God's just gonna take you from greatness with in a smooth path. He's gonna make you go through some things because that's what creates greatness. Failure, disappointment, losing. That's what makes you great. It's going through those things. Walter, thank you, man, for sharing your life. Really appreciate you, bro. This last gentleman, Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King paid the ultimate price for his reason why. There's nobody that I can think of that fits into this mold of sacrifice than Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King knew that he was going to be assassinated. The day before he was assassinated, he talked about going to the mountaintop, and he was okay. He said, I may not get there with you, but I've seen the face of God. I'm good. I'm good. He says, if you aren't fit to live if you haven't found something you're willing to die for. Think about that. Are you willing to die for anything? Are you willing to give your life to preserve life for someone else? What are you willing to die for? What are you committed to? Do you have any convictions? Is it all about you? You got to think about that. I know I'm willing to die for some things. I'm willing to die right now for some things, particularly my family. I'm willing to die. Are you? Are you willing to die for a cause, for a family member, for your mom? And if you haven't found that thing that you're willing to die for, then I would search your heart, your mind, and your soul and figure it out. Because I believe that you're not willing. If you haven't found anything to die for, willing to die for, then you're not fit to live. I believe that. So I just gave you 6 great people. Give me some commonalities. What are the commonalities between these people? Give me one.
They all changed the world.
Yes, they changed the world in which they live. That's correct. What else?
They all made a sacrifice.
Yes, sir. They made a sacrifice. Excellent. What else?
They all
had
had
haters.
Huh?
they all had a
haters.
They all had haters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They were all leaders.
They were leaders. Exactly.
They all had
Excellent.
a passion to do what they wanted to.
Yes. Excellent.
All
Excellent.
resilient. They were all resilient.
I'm sorry?
They were all resilient.
I love that, young man. They are all resilient. That's huge.
They all
They were-
inspire others.
They all inspired others.
They were all persistent.
They were persistent. Excellent. Excellent.
They all had a purpose.
They had a purpose.
They
All
all
those,
worked hard.
go ahead, one more.
They all worked hard.
They worked hard. Boy, you guys, that in a nutshell. If I shut this thing down right now, I am good. Those were powerful, powerful, powerful answers. Thank you. So there's 2 things that I want to focus on with these great leaders. You see, they didn't focus on their destination. They focused on the journey. See, we live in a microwave environment, right? Our world is all about getting it quick. Oh, if you want to get strong, take some steroids. Oh, if you want a meal, put it in the microwave. I have it in 2 minutes. You know, one of my fondest memories when I was young, I was really young. I was in elementary school. is when my mama came home from work and it took her an hour and a half to cook. In the romance, the smell that went through the house was enticing. It was like an aphrodisiac for us and my brothers because we were like, oh my goodness, mom hooking us up, right? And we get a chance to eat. And that really is one of my fondest memories. Now you can fix a meal in 2 minutes. There ain't no smell going through the house. There's nothing about anything that we do that entices us and gives us that feeling of anticipation. Now everything's instant. My wife said, let's go to ATL and visit some family. And I said, cool. I'll get the plane tickets. An hour, we can get to ATL. And she says, no, let's drive. I said, why would you want to drive 11 hours, 700 miles away? She says, because it's the journey. We can stop in this city. We can stop in this city. We can do this. We can have these moments and these experiences that you can't get from flying. So we had to start thinking about not the destination. We have to think about the journey. Your journey, embrace your journey. When I look back on my life, in my career, the moments that I had during the journey was much greater than my destination. Don't take that lightly. These gentlemen understood it was a journey. It wasn't the destination. I never forget watching Deion Sanders, who played football for the Cowboys, greatest safety of all times. He had the Super Bowl trophy in his hand. And he said, you know, I've been fighting all my life for this thing, and I don't really feel anything. He thought he was gonna have this amazing feeling when he had that trophy in his hand. He says, I really don't feel anything. Because I believe Deion was so focused on the destination, he forgot to enjoy the journey. So if you embrace your journey, you're gonna be much more effective. When that journey comes and you get a bump in the road, or you get a challenge, you get disappointed, so what? That's part of the journey. When I get disappointed, I say to myself, God, you are awesome. I know you prepared me for something down the road. I can't wait to see it. And that's the attitude you have to have. When the haters start hating on you, say, God, you are awesome. I know you're gonna show them. I know you're gonna make my enemy my footstool. And you're gonna put so many blessings in my life that they cannot deny who I am and whose I am. And that's what you gotta continue to do. They all understood it was about the journey, not the destination. And guess what else they had? They had the power of delayed gratification. The power of delayed gratification. I work with young people. Some of my staff is very young. They get a degree. They want to come into my organization and start at the top. They want my job. They want my salary. And I have to help them understand it's a process. Nothing happens overnight. If you get it that easy, it ain't worth it anyway. We have to understand you have to have discipline. You have the ability to discipline yourself to delay gratification in the short term in order to enjoy a greater reward in the long term. It's a prerequisite to success. You can't have success, real success, without delayed gratification. You can't have sustained success without delayed gratification. Every now and then you'll see a pop artist or rap artist that come out and he had this one-hit wonder. You say, what happened to him? Well, he got lucky on one song. He didn't have delayed gratification. It's not going to be sustainable if you don't practice delayed gratification. If you don't adapt it and understand, it ain't gonna happen overnight. None of these guys got to greatness overnight. There's a story behind every last one of them. Tom Brady wasn't even starting at Michigan until somebody got hurt. Tom Brady came into Michigan. He was the third string quarterback. Understand that. But he believed in himself. When he got an opportunity, he showed him what he can do. And when you get the opportunity, because you're gonna get it, God's gonna allow us all opportunities. The question is, are you gonna be prepared for it? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Are you gonna be prepared when that opportunity knocks on your door? Because you're gonna get it, because it's in God's plan. Answer the question, what does mentality mean to you? What does mentality mean to you? Can anybody tell me about that? Well, how much time? I don't want to throw you off.
You good, bro? You good?
Okay, good. All right.
It's a mindset.
Oh man, I love it. It's a mindset. Give me, expound upon that a little bit, Noah.
Like you have to know that in your mind and in your heart that God has a plan, and you can do anything if you do it through God.
Thank you. That's beautifully said. And I love that that's your mindset, right? So mentality is really about the attitude of your mind or the way in which you think, right? It's a way in which you think. And sometimes, unfortunately, I believe young people don't understand their greatness. I don't think they don't understand they're made to be amazing human beings. God gave them everything they need, no matter what zip code they are, no matter what income, no matter what household they were raised in. God made you for a specific purpose. And God's purpose are always great, right? So sometimes we believe what people tell us who we are. And so I think there's an identity crisis that's happening with our young people. When you got young people looking to go out and shoot and rob, that's a horrible mindset. But that's who they believe they are, and that's all they see, that's what they're gonna do. So mindset is very, very important. Mindset, mentality. When I talked about my brother Charles talking about those meetings, what he really did was change my mentality. He really changed my mentality. And if you have the right mentality, you can handle all the things that's gonna come to you on your road to greatness. If you get knocked off your box because somebody says something about you, or don't feel a certain way about you, or doubt what you do, then you got the wrong mentality. It reminds me of a story. I love this story. It was about the chicken and the eagle. An eagle bird had a nest very, very high, and one of its eggs fell into a chicken coop. And the mother hen nurtures that egg and allowed it to be born in that chicken coop. So here's an eagle egg getting raised with chickens. The eagle didn't know he was the baddest bird on the planet. He thought he was a chicken because he was raised in the chicken coop. And when one day they were out playing, and he saw this big old bird flying over the sky. And he says, "What kind of bird is that?" Not knowing that he was an eagle too. And guess what his chicken friend said? "Oh man, that's an eagle. You'll never fly with no eagle, man. You ain't nothing but a chicken. All we do is walk around the yard crying, yelling, and making mess with our heads down. That's the baddest bird on the planet. You'll never be an eagle. You can't even fly. You can fly for 2 or 4 feet. That's the bird can soar within the skies higher than any bird in the world. You ain't no eagle. You are chicken. What are you? Are you an eagle or are you a chicken? What's your mentality? Are you an eagle mentality or are you a chicken mentality? I believe you're an eagle mentality. See, there's leadership qualities in an eagle. I love the eagle because it's the baddest bird on the planet. But these 10 qualities is really why I love the eagle. The first quality, eagles fly high with other eagles. What do you think that means? Somebody tell me what that means.
They don't snoop down to other people's levels.
Man, you hit it right on the nail. Eagles fly with egos. They don't mess with no chickens. They mess with people that's gonna inspire them, make them great. They're gonna mess with people, hang with people that they have the same vision, purpose. It's too many eagles hanging with chickens. And guess what? They eventually become a chicken. I have a friend right now, amazing human being, locked up in prison because he was hanging with chickens. He didn't do nothing wrong, but he's with chickens. And they prosecuted me because he was hanging with chickens. Who are you hanging with? Are you hanging with eagles? Or are you hanging with chickens? The second leadership quality. Eagles have powerful vision. Somebody help me with that. What am I saying?
They're not looking at the present. They're looking in the future to see like what they can accomplish. They're not looking at this present moment.
Man, you got some awesome young men. You got this thing, man. Vision. People that what they say? Well, what that vision? If you don't have vision, you perish. They say that in the book, don't they? They say that in the book. You gotta have vision for your life, man. You gotta understand where you want to go. And you can't be derailed by anybody. You gotta have a vision. You gotta be so focused on that vision that anything that comes between that's not gonna enhance it, you're gonna knock it off. You're gonna say, nah, not that one. Nah, you can't mess with this. I'm going this way. If I'm going to Chicago and somebody said, hey man, I'm gonna go down to Alabama, what you gonna do? You gonna change your trip to go to Alabama? If I jump on an elevator and I want to go to the 12th floor and the guy that's on the elevator with me said, let's go to the 7th floor, are you going to stop at the 7th floor? Or are you going to go to the 12th floor? Vision, baby. Vision will help you be disciplined and focused and don't allow anybody to knock you off your box. What is your vision? What is it that you want to be said about you if you accomplish your vision? What is your legacy? What is your legacy? Some of you guys just left middle school. Maybe you already in middle school, but what are they saying about you? You just completed the academic year. What is your classmates saying about you? You left a legacy there. What are they saying about you? So always have a powerful vision. Eagles have powerful vision. They can see their prey from way up in the sky. They can see it. They have powerful vision. Eagles feed only on the living. Somebody grab that and tell me what that means.
They challenge themselves instead of eating what's already there. They go out and get what they want.
Good, good. Anybody else?
They don't worry about the past. They focus on the present and future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anybody else? And both of those are excellent answers. In my opinion, when you say eagles feed only on the living, the eagles don't allow people who are mentally, spiritually dead in their circles. They're only corralling the living. Too many people allow negative people in their circles, pessimistic, always want to talk about other people. It's all about this gossip and talking about other people. When you let people in your circle, it impacts who you are. You may not think it is, but it's impacting who you are. You have to protect your spiritual health. You protect your spiritual health by putting yourself around people who's going to pour into it positively. And unfortunately, sometimes people in your own family, they ain't got nothing to say good about anybody. You got to make sure you understand that ain't what you want to hear. And if you hear it, you got to control how it impacts your spiritual well-being. You want to focus on the living, not the dead. Eagles love storm. Who wants to try that one?
I love challenges.
Perfectly said. Do you realize the eagle is the only bird when there's a major storm that flies towards the storm, not away from it? It meets it head on, and he allows the winds to elevate him higher. He's using the storm to elevate himself higher. Because storms are going to come. On your road to greatness, you could best believe there's going to be some major storms. But what are you going to do? Are you going to be like the eagle and look it straight in the eye and rise above it? I love that, because trust me, gentlemen, the storms are going to come in your life. But you got to have an eagle mentality and look it in the eye and rise above it and allow it to elevate you, not destroy you. Love that one. Eagle, love the storm. Eagles test the commitment. Can anybody grab that one?
They push themselves and see how hard they can go.
Good. They push themselves to see how hard they can go. Anybody else? So my interpretation, and that interpretation is absolutely right, but we all look at these qualities and we can interpret it based on our own perceptions and life experiences. But my interpretation is this: the eagles test the commitment. They not only test their own commitment, but they test the commitment of other people, other eagles, right? So self-awareness, being self-aware of yourself, is one of the greatest qualities of any leader. So you always got to re-examine who you are. You got to ask yourself about your commitment, your impact, your worth, your value. How are you showing up at work? How are you leading the troops? I ask myself this on a daily basis, because God gave me the privilege of leading a group of people, leading kids. I have to check myself every day. I have to check my own commitment. And if it's wavering, I got to figure out a way to get it right. And guess what? If I can't get it right, I need to get the heck out of the way. But I also got to test the other eagles that I've allowed myself to be around. I got a leadership team. I got great friends in the community that I allowed myself to be around, are they egos? Are they participating in chicken stuff? Checking the commitment on a daily, ongoing basis. Right now, I want you to check your commitment of yourself, and I want you to check your friends and ask yourself, are my friends egos? Or are they chickens? And if they're chickens, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself to get out of that arena or get them out of your space. Because trust me, they will influence you with a chicken mindset. Eagles prepare for training. Who wants to take a shot at that one?
I think it means that they get ready for danger, all types of things.
Thank you. That's very, very well said. Eagles understand they are proactive, not reactive. They understand the pathway that they're taking. They're anticipating the road signs, the things that's going to happen in front of them. It might be an accident, might be a closed road over here. There might be somebody that's trying to run you off the road. They're preparing because they understand their journey, right? They already know their vision. They know what's going, their pathway they're going, and they're anticipating stuff on their pathway. So guess what they're doing? They're being proactive in training themselves on how to deal with these potential threats. That's exactly right. Eagles rejuvenate. Tell me what that means. That's a hard one. So eagles, when they get older, the feathers start to thin out. So they go to the highest mountain and they spend time and they literally pluck the feathers out of their skin with their beak. They literally take all the old feathers out. And then they sit there until the new growth happens. Very, very painful process, but they rejuvenate themselves. And when those new feathers develop, they can fly high again. What this means for us is we always got to find a way to rejuvenate ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally. What are we doing to rejuvenate ourselves as leaders? And on this pathway, you're going to have some times where you're emotionally whipped. You're mentally drained. You're spiritually challenged. What are you doing to rejuvenate yourself? We all have different methodologies of what we use to rejuvenate ourselves. For me, I get in my car, I put some old school music on, and I find myself getting back to where I need to be. Or I isolate myself and just get in my own thoughts. But everybody has a different pathway on how to rejuvenate their spirit and their emotional health. But you have to find that way. You have to find it because it's on your journey to greatness. You're gonna need a method, a way to rejuvenate your spirit. You're gonna need that. So, true leaders, they soar like eagles. I'm asking you guys to soar like eagles. God has equipped you with everything you need right now to receive greatness. I'm asking you to have an ego mentality. I want you to have an ego mentality. Don't start like me late. You have an advantage, a distinct advantage because you're so young. If you adapt this mentality now, man, you got a life full of opportunities that you will never believe. Your impact on the world is going to be amazing, and your legacy will be lasting forever. And that's where we all want to be. God has given us life, and our gift back to Him is to have a purposely significant driven life. And how do we do that? You already know. Continue to be an eagle mentality. Thank you guys for the opportunity to share. I will answer any questions if you had any.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Any questions?
Absolutely incredible, brother. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Good job, Joe. Good job.
Absolutely incredible, guys. I mean, that's my heart. The fact that even mentioned me among those names, I'm so humbled. But I look at my brothers like Larry Bird or Michael Jordan. Those are my heroes. My brothers. We're more than brothers. They're my best friends. They're my mentors. They're my heroes. They've been my heroes since birth. And the show, like we always do, we always show up. Like my brother Art, I didn't know he was on path. If there's something going on and we're involved, we just show up because we love each other and we know we're getting. I wish people could be a fly on the wall of the phone conversations or the times we get together and see how we help each other. Yes, see a big old picture of an eagle right here. And you see, I got eagles everywhere in my office because it's just powerful. The message that Joe talked about, you know, I think about what Charlie Scott.
Walter, check your mic. It's a lot of static again.
Okay, it's the fan probably.
Right, we can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, but Charlie Scott, I think about one of the best compliments I've heard somebody give anybody was Charlie Scott, and he talked about he was a friend of Michael Jordan's, and he talked about how Charlie played 15 years in the NBA, played for Boston Celtics. He's won some championships and Hall of Fame players. The greatest compliment I ever heard him give somebody, he said, I watched Michael Jordan 15,000 times. He said he didn't shoot the same. He had some off nights. He didn't score a lot of points. He said, I watched him 15,000 times and he's never disappointed me. Think about that. Because of his effort, his competitiveness, his fortitude, his determination. I feel the same way about my brothers. I feel the same exact way about all my brothers, my older brother Willie, to my brother Charles, to Lafayette, to Douglas, to Art, to Joe Jordan. How much is a blessing of that? They have never, ever disappointed me. Like Joe said, we don't want to disappoint each other. That name means everything to us. But I want you guys to understand who you had in front of you today. He could be anywhere in the country speaking. He has done it. Same thing with Marquise. And you hear from other speakers tomorrow, the same thing. They're busy, but they took time. Joe, what a remarkable job. I mean, I'm telling you, I took notes like I was a student, man. I learned so much. You touched my heart, but like I said, you never disappointed me, not even any way, shape, or form. I love you, man. You're a champion. You're winning. You're doing what God anointed you to do.
Good job, Joe.
And you know
Thank you.
The best is still to come.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see, the other thousands of millions of people's lives you're going to touch, brother. I just want to tell you, thank you for your time.
Well, I'm certainly honored that you allow me to have this platform to pour into kids. I love kids. That's my journey. That's what I chose. God chose me to do. And to have the honor to pour into young men is really special for me. And young men, expect greatness. It's in you. Trust me when I tell you, when you recognize God's purpose for your life and understand that there be nobody, absolutely nobody, that's gonna come in this world like you. And I'm talking about nobody will have your DNA throughout infinity. Understand that. You are special. You're more than a conqueror. You're the salt of the earth. Believe what God tells you who you are. Don't believe the world. You can do anything you wanted to. But understand, you can't have it tomorrow. You got to put that work in, buddy. You got to put that work in. You got to be so
Amen.
committed, dedicated. If you do that, God's purpose will be revealed to you, and you will change the world.
Absolutely, bro.
Amen.
Absolutely. Guys, that's an amazing way to end the conference today, but we got a couple things we've got to take care of. And Rhonda's going to put some information online. We need you guys to do us a favor. So many people need to see this conference, hear this conference, and we're recording this conference so it can have a life of its own, because I know that a lot of you guys are texting me saying, wow, being blown away. I'm getting all these texts, but I need you guys to put the word out there on social media. Tell your parents to put the word on. Tell them how you enjoy the conference, what's going on with you, what you got out of the conference. We need to hear from you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir.
go ahead and put the information out there, Rhonda.
You need to, that account is still listed as private, so they can't do anything with
I
it.
just put it on private. I'm in my account now. I'm not on private anymore.
Your account or the youth conference account?
My account.
Oh,
Give them both. I'll go ahead and do the youth conference too while you're doing that. It should be public now. Both should be public now. While she's doing that, babe, you want to play the kid president video, and then we can close out once you get the information? Hold on, guys. We got another couple minutes here. I want you guys to end up with a laugh or smiling or something with the short video. What a powerful day. What a powerful, wow, presentation, Joe Jordan and Marquise Hill. And I just can't wait till tomorrow. Our phenomenal speakers. I got a clue what God is getting ready to do, but I'm full. I'm tremendously full. This is a little kid that I follow every time I want to laugh. He makes me laugh. Some of you guys need to be YouTubing some of this stuff because it makes you laugh and it's got some powerful messages. For just every day I try to do something to make me laugh, but it's got to be positive. And this guy's always made me smile. So we're just gonna listen to this quick video, and then we're gonna come back and give you guys some information, and then we're gonna talk.
I think we all need a pep talk. The world needs to stop being boring. Yeah, boring is easy. Everybody can be boring, but you're good at that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal either. And if life is a game, are we on the same team? I mean, really, right? One of the team, you're one team. This is nice, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. Two roads diverged in the woods, and I took the road less traveled. And it hurt me! Really bad. Rocks, thorns, and grass, and birds broke. Not cool, Robert Frost, but was there where we were? I'll be the one that leads to Austin. Like that dude Journey said, don't stop believing unless you dream. Get that brand to keep going, and keep going. We'll never quit. Well, just quit. No, we retired. Yeah, that's retired. But before that, in high school, what if he quit when he didn't make the team? He would never make Space Jam. And I love Space Jam. What will be your Space Jam? What will you create will make the world awesome? Nothing if you keep sitting there. That's what I'm talking to you today. This is your time. This is my time. It's our time. We can make every day better for each other. If we're all on the same team, let's start acting like it. We got work to do. We We can cry about it, or we can dance about it. We were made to be awesome. Let's get out there. I don't know everything, I'm just a kid. I do know this. So everybody's doing to give the world a reason to dance. Get to it.
All right, guys.
Awesome. Bye-bye.
You were made to be awesome, guys.
Everybody, we're all working hard to make this an awesome year for other people. And you guys are doing it. You've been super encouraging to me, so I want to return the favor. Hey, now we need some encouragement. Pass this pep talk along and let's get the whole world to dance. I'm dedicating this video today to my friend Gabby. She's a cool kid, she likes fine guys, and she's fighting cancer like a boss. And to all you watching, who encourages you? Send them this video and let them know. So get to it. Bye.
I love that kid. He's got a lot of different YouTube videos out there. Sometimes I need to laugh. I just need a kid to see something stupid. He's got a lot of stuff out there on racism and different things like that. I think kids need to watch because it makes you laugh. And he's got some good stuff. So you're made to be awesome. So let's be awesome. That's the word I think for the day. Expect greatness and know that you're great. Know that you're king. And this is your life. You know, I'm full. My heart is full. I'm just so proud of you guys. You guys have stepped up. Some of you guys just been amazing. Thank all you guys for staying on. I think we had 100% participation from the guys that got on earlier and stayed on. So we had a couple guys that know had appointments, had texted me and they even stayed on. So I'm just really encouraged, but more encouraged about what's getting ready to happen tomorrow. So just so grateful for you guys. And real quick, we're going to ask you guys to please comments, thoughts, put them out there because we're going to be trying to impact some other kids' lives that unfortunately couldn't make it today, but maybe they need to hear this. Maybe one other person need to see this Zoom training call today. So Rhonda, you want to put that information on the screen for everybody?
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat, guys. Go to the chat. We'll leave it up while we close. Charles Jordan, are you on? Charles, you still there? I had to leave. Okay. How about is Tyler Metcalf on? Tyler, are you still there? Or are you on mute?
I'm here.
Are you here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tyler, we're going to ask you to pray us out, okay? We're going to pray us out.
Yes, sir.
All right, Tyler is a praying young man. We work out on Sundays, and he's always one of the first one to raise his hands to close us out and thank the Lord for all his blessings. So Tyler's just a 12-year-old kid who's very, very
13.
13 now. My bad, just had a birthday, you and your brother. so don't forget, the guys who need the comments. Remember, we're giving away prizes. We're going to see who's be coachable, who's going to do what we ask you to do. So go on there on the chat line. We're going to leave it up for a while. Get the information and want you guys comment. I want to read you guys' comments. We're going to read some of those comments tomorrow. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
You guys had a good time? You had a good time? So I had a good time.
Yes, sir. I did.
If you had a good time, so I had a good
Had a
time.
good time.
Had
Had a good time.
Had a good time.
Had a good time.
Awesome. All right, James, on you, buddy. Everybody close your eyes, guys. Bow your heads.
Thank you, Lord, for this wonderful day that you give us, Lord. Pray that we take from what we learned today, Lord. Now, I pray that we can put it in our lives, Lord. I pray that that when something gets tough, Lord, we can get past it. I pray that if we go down, we can get right back up, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Give her a hand. Give her a child a hand. All right, gentlemen, you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank my beautiful bride, my wife, my rib, my best friend for her brilliance, and all she do is support me and my program and all you kids, and everything that we do it together. Just so grateful for her. You guys make sure you give your mom and dad a hug and thank them for getting you on today and for their love and support. Let's kick off this year right and just finish strong tomorrow, and let's come back ready, eager to go. Sign in about 10 minutes to 10 tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss it.
And everybody, that's 10 minutes to 10 Eastern time. So if you're in Illinois, that's 10 minutes to 9. It's the same conference login information for tomorrow. Make sure you're on time, and we will see you then.
Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a great day. Love you guys.
Coach, thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye.